Hello, I am the Kingpin of Cinema, and I am here to give you, the people of the YouTube land, my top 12 movies of '09. Why top 12? Because I like to go one step beyond those that think 11 is appropriate. So let us get started here. Our number 12, Star Trek. Now this was a pretty good movie, despite some of its flaws. The main villain is pretty worthless, and the story wasn't that great. But you know what? You can forgive a lot about a movie with really terrific characters and some really great special effects. A bit more on that coming later in the list. Next, we have Drag Me to Hell. Oh, this is a fun movie. Probably one of the funnest movies I've seen all year. I was showing you the back there, but here's the front. If you haven't seen this movie, what the hell is wrong with you? This is Sam Raimi's return to horror, and this is Sam Raimi at his best. Next, we have on our list Fantastic Mr. Fox. The DVD Blu-ray isn't out yet, but it is really, really good, despite the fact that the previews kind of made it look like Ocean's 11-y, but despite that, it was a great film. I'd say check that out if you're really into claymation or animation at all. Next on our list, we have Zombieland. Again, that doesn't come out on Blu-ray till February 2nd. And that was a really good movie. About as good as zombie movies get. I'd include this in the same list of zombie films as Return of the Living Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead. A lot of fun. Check that out if you haven't seen it. Next, we have Taken. Now, this is a good one. Liam Neeson at his best. At his absolute best. This guy is like the freaking Terminator. Goes in a room and just jacks everybody up. A terrific action movie. Next we have The Hurt Locker. Another very well done movie. What I really like about this film is that a lot of Iraq movies, or movies that take place about the Iraq War, tend to be very preachy. This isn't. It's just about people who are in a shit situation and trying to make the best of it, trying to get by every day. Really good, and if you didn't know, this was directed by James Cameron's ex-wife, and this is someone to look out for. Next we have Up, Disney's Pixar's Up. I gotta say, Pixar really know how to up themselves every time they come out with a movie. When I saw Incredibles, I thought, there's no way Pixar is going to outdo that one, surpass that one. Then they came out with Ratatouille. I'm like, man, there's no way they're going to outdo themselves with Ratatouille. Oh, then they did WALL-E. I'm like, damn, nothing could get better than that. Then they came out with Up, and I got to say, they just keep raising the bar. This is Pixar at its absolute finest. Then, number 5, Gran Torino. Another great actor, director at his absolute best, Clint Eastwood. You don't get much better than Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood's a lot of fun. And this movie came out in early January, and unfortunately it's not going to get any Oscar buzz, but I think it should have gotten at least some kind of nomination for that. Number 4, Watchmen. This is the extended director's cut with the Black Freighter footage added in. So this is as close as you'll ever get to this. And it's a shame that so many comic book fans really went against this movie for such stupid reasons as like, oh, well, it doesn't have the giant octopus. Well, you know, changes have to be made. And I gotta say, for what this is and how well Zack Snyder pulled off Watchmen, it's probably the best comic book adaptation out there. And number 3, one that's currently out right now and not on Blu-ray, probably not for another 6 months, Avatar. Yeah, James Cameron's Avatar. I'm going to give you a few good reasons why this movie is so good. 1, it gets its characters right. And like I said with Star Trek, with really good characters, you can forgive a lot about a movie. 2, it does CG right. To make CG characters and have them so photoreal is just terrific. I rather have the best ideal for CG is getting these characters as real as possible. There's too much crap out there where the CG looks like ass, and Anyhow, number for third reason, does 3D right. Perfect for putting you into that kind of world. Really, really getting a lot of depth in there. And it does action terrific, and it does pacing really good. The movie's 2 hours and 41 minutes long. To make you feel like not that long is really good. Next is District 9. For as impressive as the CG was in Avatar, this movie had about probably a tenth of the budget that Avatar did, and to have its characters look so photorealistic real that these characters look like they take up tangible space is pretty goddamn amazing. This is a new director, Neil Brockhammer. Sorry, I can't say his name, but he's someone to look out for, and I can see him doing a lot of good work for years to come. If you haven't seen District 9, I say check it out. And last but not least, Inglourious Basterds, and Tarantino at his absolute finest. This is probably the best movie to come out in a long time, and Tarantino's best film to date. And I love Tarantino. Everything about this film is classic Tarantino, making a movie that's an homage to the genre that he loves, to like the World War II genre, but at the same time being something completely original. And plus, another great thing about this is probably the most can't think of what I was going to say, but like the most well, it's just good. So that's my top 12 list, and if you don't like it, okay.